Hi there. I started to work on replacing the impeller on my boat, and I realized that this was starting to crack and crumble, and it's just not very sturdy at all, and just blows right out. So the new piece is a bit of a problem because it's down there in that hole, and it does not want to come out of that hole. So you have to take this bearing housing here off. This is the replacement piece, and it does not fit because that is in the way. Now, if you have tried to figure out how to do this and it has been taken apart somewhat in the last, I don't know, 10, 20 years, you might have some time, but this boat is something that was sitting in somebody's side yard for a very long time, and it was really having and giving me a tough time. So to get this out, what I did was I took a regular nail and I ground the head down just enough to where it fit inside, and then it's just kind of the force of this being twisted, and then this goes up to a tie strap up and over the board. This is a 3/4 hole drilled. You want to wipe the grease off of this first, as to not get a whole bunch of sawdust in there, and you're gonna have to re-grease it when you're done. And then this is just another one. And you're going to have to spin this. If yours is as tough as mine was, what you have to do is get a screwdriver, stick it in the hole, and then with a hand on the screwdriver, you spin this whole thing, because it starts off to the side square like this, and you have to rotate it. That way you can get a little bit of gap and actually be able to put your nails through, because the piece underneath would not let you do that if you didn't. Hopefully my camera did not just rotate there. But then you just crank this thing up and it pulls it up out of there. As you'll notice, I have a little rag in here because one of my first tries, one of the nails popped out and fell into here, and then you have to take this and tip it upside down and kind of shake it, and it's really not fun at all. So this happens to be a Johnson 70 horsepower motor, but this particular taking apart would be able to be utilized on many boat types. So if you have a stuck piece, I would not recommend prying, because right here is where your seal has to go for your water pump, and if it leaks there, you might not have the most optimal performance water pump. So hopefully that helps somebody out that's in a similar situation as mine. Also, if you're trying to take this off, you'll notice that there are bolts here, here, and there are secret ones underneath where the little trim piece is here, so you have to take that off. And that way you don't get frustrated like I did when you're doing this project. So hope you have a less frustrating time than when I was working on mine, and hopefully this helps. Have a great day.